Wanted to come and talk to you today about this awesome silicone rubber resin. Now, I want to really quickly though explain the difference between actual resin and this silicone rubber. This is resin. This is hard. It becomes plastic-like when it dries. You cannot bend it. Now, I've done the same thing with the silicone rubber that is this product I'm talking about today. Put them in the mold and you have something very, very different, very, very floppy. It is not meant to go into resin molds. It is meant to create molds. Now, also, while I have this piece here that I have made for this demonstration, I want you to see that there are different colors in here. So if you really wanted to color your mold, you can use the powder that you would use to color the resin to color this silicone, and you would have a colored mold. But you're going to mix it just the same as you would with resin, equal parts. So if you're doing 1 cup of A, you do 1 cup of B. So you end up with 2 cups. It's very, very important that you mix that properly or it will not set properly. One of the benefits of this silicone rubber over the resin is that there is no smell. Now, if you've worked with resin at all, you realize there is a strong smell. You need to be in an open space. I don't have that issue whatsoever at all working with this. Again, resin is what goes into molds. The silicone rubber is what makes the molds. So I've made one here today. I went and just got a rock from our yard so that I could use that because I was thinking in my mind it would be just a really cool mold to have that you could put flowers in or special keepsakes and things like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a container to put it in, lay down what you are making the mold of. And this is extremely important. You want whatever you're using to be the mold to be heavy enough to stay underneath of the silicone while it sets. Another benefit to this over the resin is that resin can take 12 to 48 hours to fully set. This can take 3 to 5. And it was set like right at about 3 hours. My mold was finished. So we put this rock down here because it was heavy enough that I knew it was not going to rise up through the silicone, and I poured the mixed silicone over the top and I let it sit. And here we were several hours later, we have a mold that I will use with resin later on and make some resin crafts. What comes in the kit is part A and B. You have little measuring cups, you have the popsicle sticks to stir, and you just have some very basic directions there. This was really fun. I'm really looking forward to making more molds and more resin crafts with it. The first thing you're going to do is get a place where you can actually make this. This kit also comes with 2 sets of gloves, which is really nice. And you're going to begin by mixing equal parts. A and B, I did 3 ounces of each one, which gave me 6 ounces there. You pour those in there. This cup does have measurements on the side, and so did those little ones. I just pulled this from my collection. Now that we have everything mixed together, we're going to go about the business of forming molds. So you don't want to use something light like this because it's going to fly right up. It's going to float through there. So I switched it into something heavier, and we are just scooping it out of there. And that will be the top, and then there's the rock coming right out, and there's our beautiful mold.